all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous.
Call it my battleground. I'm on that center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters prove nothing harder you shine. You know them haters come by the dozen. All them haters that be talking about us, they be hating on our grind, cause you know we coming up. We be spending all that time on these rhymes and the clubs. You can't steal my shine, cause I'm prime, never mind, cause fame and fortune be the only notion for them haters. Do many years in the game, so you know I paid my dues. No need for the fame, I'm taking names, so I know. And when Moshe blows up, I'm emailing all them.
Haters make me famous.
What the haters know about that Moshe music? Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I do this 25/8 pain and sweat on these tracks, haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I have no dinner table, my studio is the kitchen. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I got debris on my wall, so it says I know what I'm doing. Haters.
Haters.
I dust off them haters, and then I take a pause. It's a shame that this game got us all so involved. They flapping their jaws, and they grinding their teeth. Everybody fighting for the microphone on my beats. See my and my word is all I have. Call me Tony Montana on this label that I have. Having anger towards everyone, reaching success. Haters coming, and I'll be their number one prospect. I work real hard, it gains some respect. 24 hours on the beats and the internet. We fighting like some dogs, showing flaws with no regrets. While we fighting for the same bone on this conquest. Million man march occupies my mind frame. Yes, one man army with the heart of a terrorist. In my scope, I can see them haters running. No need to pull the trigger, cause I'm aiming for the sky, cousin.
Haters make me famous.
No need to lie my tracks, man, cause you know I'm the truth. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
Yeah, I'm a white boy from the south of do-rag. So what? Haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I'm a self-taught fool with knowledge. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I don't give what all y'all think. For real. Haters.
Haters.
I don't take them back seats, I take the front row. If you're on my team, then you're sitting next to me. So loyal to the game, like my wifey and she show. No, I'm headed for the top, so no need for these side shows. My mic blows truth while them fools making up. My beats be my bullets, fully automatic, spitting blood. In their eyes, I can tell that they hate me while I'm blowing up on the internet. Faithfully, I got the upper hand, man. My fam got faith in me. I solid like a rock with my hip hop family. From the 425 through the streets of Miami. With them deuces up, man, I'm ready for the Grammys. My life be so sweet, yes, it's sweet like some candy. So I smile at them haters that can't stand me. I'm a warrior when it comes to this shit. Haters name me famous at
Moshe music. Haters make me famous.
I've been out on these streets since I was 15 and still pushing. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I'm a one-man army. Shit, huh? Haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
Go ahead and Facebook your mama and cry. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
And remember, haters, you made me famous.
Haters. 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 Haters make me famous.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Cap Nation Live. Friday, game day edition. We are out on YouTube parole. We're ready to rock, ready to roll. YouTube has freed us of our sentence. And we are ready to rock and ready to roll. What is going on, everybody? Welcome, 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 welcome. What's up, everybody? Friends, haters, clients, supporters, faithful followers, newbies. What is going on, everybody? Joe Free, Todd, good morning. Jermaine, good morning. J-Rock, good morning. Marcolo, good morning. Fast Freddy in the house. Nathan, good morning. Manuel, good morning, brother. How are you? Scott, good morning. Allie, good morning. Shane, good morning. Focus Sports, good morning. Jeff, my brother, good morning. Go Iowa. Eternal Sports in the house, good morning. Nathan, good morning. Good morning, shipmate. Rich, good morning. Trey, good morning. Jalen, good morning. Hopefully you're doing well. Real Champ in the house. Patrick, good morning. Bob Rose, good morning. Bob Rose says, change your luck. Plug in the barbershop pole so it turns. You know, I need to make a bracket. I really do. I'm looking. No, I need a bracket to mount it off of. And I would do it right now. I'm just trying to see how I could. If I could do it right now, I would. Let me tell you. I'll hang it upside down for the way shit's been rolling. Jose, good morning. Jesse T, good morning. We didn't have to break out. They let us out. They opened the doors. They unlocked it, and they let us out. David, good morning. TD, good morning. Thank you for the comments on YouTube yesterday as well, and to everybody as well. Justice, good morning. Michael, good morning. Frank Green, good morning. Cody, good morning. Focus Sports says they done messed up and let us back on YouTube streams. We'll see how long it lasts, right? David, good morning. Juan, good morning. Lou, good morning. Katie Lee, good morning. I do have a barbershop pole that lights up and spins. That I do. That I do. I need to mount it, though. This one that you see is not the real one. I'm not sitting in a brick building. That's for sure. But I do have a real one. I just need a place to mount it. Dr. Franco, good morning. Thomas G, good morning. Ernesto, good morning. Jay, good morning. Louie, good morning. No, I got plenty of power outlets. I've got the metal to make it. I just need the spare time to make it. I just need the spare time to make it. Steven Sanchez needs a bounce back Friday. I could use a bounce back. I could use a bounce back. It actually sounds kind of good. Raymond, good morning. Good morning, everybody. We've actually had a nice little crowd over on the live stream the last week. For everybody that doesn't know, we were in YouTube jail. We are out. We've been paroled. Actually, we've been exonerated, and the record has been wiped clean, to say the least. Took them a little while to review our appeal. But we got it done. We got it done. We're very glad to be out of YouTube prison. It's not very fun there, but we did have a great time over on our website and the live stream app where we streamed the live show each and every single day. We also put out daily free plays, which free plays this week are 9 and 4. Welcome back to YouTube. I gave you guys a loser yesterday. That always sucks, but hey, it is what it is. Give me 1 second, folks. Alrighty. Jeff, you were on the live, you just couldn't comment. Yeah, they make you have, actually they don't. We required everybody to have a live stream account to be able to comment. I can make it so anybody can comment, but I figured we'd keep a lot of people out, not from viewing it or watching it, but from the commenting side if they actually had to create an account. But we'd also find out, not saying that you're fake, Jeff, because I know you're not, but finding out who's real, who's not. Haters are not going to go over there and make the time or take the time to create an account and all of that stuff. So we just made it so if you didn't have a log into a live stream account, which was free, then you didn't have access to it. But yeah, it was still a lot of fun, a lot of smooth sailing shows. Never really got off topic. Never didn't have one crazy visitor. Interesting enough. Seem to be about most of the same people here. Simon says, let's have a hell of a day, boys and girls. A hell of a day sounds good. A hell of a day sounds good. It really does. It really does. Just getting Edward, that live betting system is flawless. Very nice. Very nice. One quick second, getting Cappers Nation live on our website. It was funny, I kept saying yesterday was the 12th for today. Oh yeah, Friday the 12th. I think I said in the daily free play video. I think I said it all day long yesterday. Oh yeah, I can't wait till tomorrow. What's the date today? Today's the 11th. Nope, sucker. Today's the 10th. Now it's the 11th. Stephen, we put that soundboard to work. We might be able to today. I would definitely bet on the over rather than the under. Although, we're going to take the new approach. If you're here to be a dingbat, if you're here just to hate, we're going to hit the sound and then we're going to send you on your merry way where you can't disrupt us anymore. We've got a good program going over here. We've got a good show, rolling. We have a lot of fun. And no need to break that part up. Well, I wouldn't say the Patriots trashing the Chargers fooled us in any way by taking their first half over 9.5 and their full game over 20. That's for sure. I mean, let's be honest. They did beat the Ravens too. They did put up 23 on the Ravens, beat the Ravens 23-17. They did beat Arizona. They have won 4 out of their last 5 games. So, to say that it affected us actually had no bearing. Nathan wants to hear the toilet. You never know. It might come out today. It might come out today. I mean, after all, they are averaging 22.8 points a game. That's for sure. And I didn't get to watch the game. I was actually out shopping with the missus, so I didn't watch the game. I didn't see what happened, but I heard about it. And it sounds like it would be very frustrating to watch. That's for sure. First and goal, second and goal, third and goal, fourth and goal. Still can't punch one in. Yeah, the Chargers, that was an interesting deal. The coach came into the locker room. Said that their season is done and playing for, next year. Yet they still mathematically had a chance to make the playoffs. Boy, that's definitely the way to bump up really boost morale and get your players pumping. Christopher was supposed to, and we have a new supplier for the hats, and they're local, so I actually seen a sample, so I'm actually supposed to go pick them up either today or tomorrow after the live show. So either I'll do it today, hopefully today, because tomorrow I've got plans, but if they're done this morning, I'll pick them up after the live show, and then they'll be going out promptly. Everybody's box is ready to go with some added extra goodies, and I do apologize for the extra time delay that it took to get hats. I should have just sent out double t-shirts instead, but no, the hats will be done. Hats will be done. I actually went and had them done locally rather than the company that they were using from back east to get shit out west was a joke, to be honest. Although I do have one of our viewers owns a printing company, and we could use him as well. But yeah, Chris, I'm hoping if I get them this morning, they'll go out today. If I don't get them until tomorrow, they'll be boxed and labeled and printed, and then they'll be dropped off. But I don't think they'll actually leave until till Monday. Edward, yeah, we've got it on our website on the shop link. There's also some more coming. It's not through us. It's through a third-party vendor that you'll start seeing in the near future as well. Edward says, go for it on fourth downs early, then punt for it on fourth downs late. It's always a shitty thing to rely on, coaches if they're not scoring. Jeff, it's if you go to our website, there's a link that says shop. Just click the shop link, or it's shop.cappersdirect.com. And there'll actually be one through YouTube. It's not through us. It's our merchandise. So, but I have our stuff as well as our stuff actually in stock, actually in my hands. The person that was doing it definitely dropped the ball. That's for sure. And they left me with like 40 boxes to ship, and then the hat company definitely did one over on us. They wanted to charge us full price. That had some logos basically going up diagonal. Some of them were off just a little bit, which still I demand perfection. And some of them were just off just horrendously bad. Like, no, what did it slip in your machine? Not a chance. Not a chance. A lot of people talking about the Iowa State game, college hoops. We're going to go over that. We're going to go over the 3 college football games. Going to be some changes around here. Going to be some changes around here. Going to be a lot of fun. Roy, your brother-in-law, owns a company. Yeah, you know, I've got a couple friends out west that own them. And to get the hats done, they weren't the cheapest, but I just needed to get hats done for everybody that was on the package. So, or that was owed hats from a package that we did. But just need to get them done. And then I've got a friend / old customer that owns one in Philly. His prices are pretty amazing. Actually, really can't be touched. Real Champ says Brady done good, right? We'll get to the Iowa breakdowns. We'll get into all of that as well. You know, we're definitely not in the business of selling merchandise. So when we do, we want to make sure that we do it right. And we want to be able to make sure everybody's able to get their stuff in a timely manner. And the way the hats went was unacceptable, if you ask me, from a business standpoint. Hell, from a customer standpoint. But for everybody that bought out the first round, bravo Zulu to you guys. All right, Jeff, give us the Iowa breakdown. Maybe we need to bring you on live. Give you the link to log in. Have you air live. All right, folks, so a couple games on the board today. Just a couple. We got a nice day today. Game of the week later today. That will be fun. Jeff thinks I'm joking. Put your pants on, Jeff. Got to be clothed up for this one. Shane says won't be able to make the show tomorrow. He'll be out plowing snow. It sounds rough. Definitely sounds rough. Better you than me. We did get rain yesterday. You know, that was like a rare sight. I was wondering what that sound was. You know, I got to tell you, the last time it rained, and I embraced the rain, and I went out in it, I had a god-awful day. I did not go out in the rain yesterday, but I embraced it, and I had a god-awful day. Wayne Solo, I don't do any preseason, brother. Don't do any preseason. Monitor it, watch it, but I don't actively bet any preseason. It's just the way that I roll. You're better off taking your money. I mean, there's going to be a winner, there's going to be a loser. That's for sure. But in my opinion, you're better off taking your money, putting it on red or black on the roulette wheel, and hoping it doesn't land on a green. It's about your odds, in my opinion. Stay out of the rain, right? I'm gonna have to after yesterday. That's 2 rainy days where it bit me. Thanks, Focus Sports. Juan says the only rain I like is when I hit big parlays. You know, I missed that 7-teamer yesterday because of that soccer play, and that was tough. That was definitely a tough one, tough pill to swallow. Missed a $500 7-teamer, $1,000 4-teamer, and the straight bet, all because of the same damn team. Because of the same damn team. Taking a look at some soccer today. Russian Premier League soccer going down today. Serbian soccer, Denmark. Little Spanish soccer. You know, when I was taking a look at soccer last night, nothing was popping in my mind or in my head. Breaking down the soccer, taking a quick look at it. What I'll do is I'll skim over it. If anything stands out, pops out, and then I'll break it down. And as far as soccer goes, there wasn't much that I was really eyeing up as far as soccer went today. Now, the Premier League game, Leeds and West Ham. I did like Leeds a little bit, but not enough to want to bet them. It made me take a hard look at them. Thank you, Shane. New ones will be posted. I did see your email. B. Phils, yeah, we'll definitely talk about the Iowa game. Everybody wants to know the Iowa game, so we'll definitely take a look at the Iowa game. That's for sure. Premium plays will be out after the live show. Alex, we're back on YouTube. I know, we're back on YouTube. Round of applause, everybody. Welcome, Alex. Good morning, Alex. Yeah, Justice, the stupid draw, right? You know, it was one of those games when they gave up that second goal. I didn't see the first goal. I wasn't watching yet. When they gave up that second goal, while that play was happening, I saw that player sprinting in the direction that the pass was headed. And I said, oh, man, he better not be passing that ball. That guy read that play. It was so scripted. He read it like nothing. Completely just intercepted the ball, stole it away from him. And they shot down the field. And then, of course, the goal goes in off a deflection off their own leg, a redirect. The redirect killed us. Then, man, late in the game, missing a wide open net from the side. Granted, definitely a tough shot. Couldn't even put it out front. Hit the side of the post. Missed that header. Hit the crossbar. The top of the post late as well. And a wide open look. They had their chances. That they did. And it did. It cost me about $8,500 in total in winnings. That's for sure. UFC tomorrow. UFC will actually be out later on today. Not too long after the live show, UFC will be posted on the website. Oh, rest in peace to Debo. I don't know if you guys saw, but Debo passed away. Debo passed away, I believe, yesterday from Friday. We'll take a look at as much college basketball as we can, and we'll jump right into the game day breakdowns. We'll jump right into them here shortly. I'm actually popping up the information as we type and get things ready. We'll take a look at some college hoops. Then we'll take a look at some college football. Maybe we'll have a little complications from COVID. That's too bad. Maybe we need to have some air fryer recipes. You know, cooking with Kyle. Time for some air fryer. They're supposed to be making a new one. Oh, that's too bad. Who got their air fryer for Black Friday? Lamont, good morning. Oh, snap. An air fryer emoji is here. An air fryer emoji is here. About time we have some fun. Nathan, good luck on your job interview, brother. I wish you the best of luck. If you need me as a reference, let me know. I'll give you a great one. You can definitely say you've been working here for at least a year of employment. When are we going to get the picks rolling? Well, we don't just roll down the list and just give the picks. If you want me just to roll down the list, and I'm not being rude, just like you said you weren't being rude, but if you're ready just, for me to roll down the list of the picks, you're at the wrong show, brother. That's going to be SBR, where they just say, hey, take UTEP, take North Texas, take the under, then take the over. Take Arizona State, take Arizona, take Nevada, take San Jose State. That's not how we roll here. We get to know each other. We have a little chit-chat. It's the barbershop for a reason. It's the barbershop for a reason. And then eventually we'll get to the plays. We'll break them down. You might get one free play out of me, maybe two if I'm feeling friendly and maybe a little frisky. You might get, something else besides, one, maybe two, maybe three. But if you're just looking for me to roll down the list and get to the picks, you're definitely in the wrong show. We're definitely a lot different than everybody else. That's for sure. That's for sure. But you're going to get a real bettor's perspective. You're going to get, information and plays and leans from somebody that actually bets on the games. Not like the other tools and D-bags out there where they don't even put $1 on the game, let alone ever prove it. The barbershop family. Nathan, those picks I said were all winners. Take UTEP, take North Texas. Right? Yeah, we go over the air fryer recipes. We go over the air fryer recipes. And if you don't have the air fryer emoji, well then, I don't know what to tell you. Jeff says this is the foreplay. Edward says, I don't mean to be rude, but can we just skip the dinner and movie and get right to it? Right? You guys crack me up. Mr. Bayer says he spends more time here than his own family. At least 21 hours a week. Ernie, I like it. I like it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. B-Man, thank you. But yeah, we'll eventually get to the breakdowns. We normally have a little chit-chat. Ninja should pay us, right? Edward says, don't worry, guys, 362 more days until free premiums again. For everybody that doesn't know, we gave out a free day of premium plays the other day. Congratulations to everybody that benefited from the free premium plays. Congratulations to everybody that benefited from the free premium plays. That was a nice 4-in-1 day for everybody. 100% free. If you missed it, well, then you probably weren't watching our daily videos on our website. I know. I need to. You know, Raymond, no soccer for me this morning. Maybe a slight little lean on Leeds in the Premier League, but other than that, not a big fan of it. Thank you, B-Man. Just to be even put in the same bracket as his show, I'm flattered. Thank you. Real champ, you're very welcome. Oh, yeah. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun in the very near future as well. B-Phils, this time of year, what were we doing last year this time? We usually go to Colorado end of November, early December, but our condo's rented out through the little timeshare through the resort, and we actually rented every weekend that we have it has been booked, so we didn't go up this winter or this November, December, maybe after the first of the year, but Jeep trips. Not really. Earlier in the year, usually springtime. Although the Jeep, I know it's winter, but in the desert you take the hard tops off in the winter. The exact opposite. But yeah, the Jeep will making its way out of the garage. But yeah, we usually go somewhere end of November, early December. Usually or either the week before Thanksgiving or 2 weeks after, we usually go up to our property in Colorado. But lately it's been rented out. It's like hotcakes. You can't keep it off the books. One cancellation and then it's right back booked just when we think we're getting ready to go up there. But yeah, you're right. We definitely do something around this time of year. And actually, matter of fact, we're going to Tahoe on Monday. Me and the wife are going to Tahoe on Monday. We fly up to Tahoe. I'm not too keen on flying. Any of you guys flown since the whole pandemic? Any of you guys flown lately? My best friend and my best man at my wedding's a pilot for Delta. That's what we're flying on. But he says it's safe. But I haven't flown anywhere. Ernie, we've always been here. If you searched for us, then you didn't find our website. We post everything on our website each and every single day, just like this video. It's on our website All the other live streams or daily free plays were always on the video. B. Phil says they say it's safer flying than going to the supermarket. Roy says, yep, not bad mask. Nathan says, I got to take meds due to my PTSD when flying. I hear you there. Yeah, and unfortunately, Delta, we have they don't have a direct flight, so we got to fly to we've got to fly to LAX, hop on another plane, and then to Reno. It's a long drive. Tahoe's a long drive. And we'd basically kill 2 days. And, you know, when you got a 5-year-old and my mom's coming into town to watch her, whenever you get days away, they're premium days away, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Shane, we're Delta has open seat policy. Delta has an open seat policy. Just says flying is cool, not a big deal, just wear your mask. That's what my best friend was saying. He's a pilot for Delta, so said we're good. Should be good. Shane, you're flying to California on Monday. We'll be at LAX around 1:30, 1:45. Dr. Franco, can we do a football here for Super Bowl? We probably will. It'll probably be, make sure you send me a text message before Super Bowl, Dr. Franco. It definitely will not be something that's on YouTube, obviously, you know, for various reasons. But yeah, I'll definitely have one. Thought about doing a couple little ones, or small, medium, and large, depending on just how many people would participate. Yeah, Justice, don't touch your face. Hand sanitizer and don't touch your face, that's for sure. Let me see. I'll tell you what time I'll be at LAX. I know we have a very short layover. Not a very long one at LAX. Alex says, air fry, not air fly. So you have one of these is what you're saying. Fred, what's going on? No opinion on anything that he does, Ernie. No opinion on anything that he does. I wish him well. I wish him well in all his endeavors. We will be at LAX. We land at LAX at 12:46 West Coast time, Pacific time. And then we depart an hour and 4 minutes later at 1:50. So we're there for a little over an hour, just enough to swap flights. Hopefully our luggage makes it. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate that. Justice, where do we make the emoji? We made it. There's a few of them. There's a few of them that stack up. Thank you, Terry. There's a few of them, just not available to you guys yet, just yet. We could back the Brinks truck up and unload that money into the Cap Nation armor truck. Yeah, J-Rock, we're headed to the Nevada side. B. Phil says just enough time to give out a premium play or two during the layover from the airport. We'll be live ahead. Stackwap. See, I know people's names on here to what their real names are. Okay, Stackwap. We'll go by Stackwap. We won't go by your real name, all right? J-Rock, what are they shutting down? The California side of Lake Tahoe? I'm wondering if... Actually, I did see it. Lake Tahoe closing to tours for the holiday season due to COVID. The California side of Lake Tahoe will remain closed for at least 3 weeks. Wow. I didn't see that. Thank you for pointing that out. I wonder... are there any ski resorts? because you had to make reservations this year to ski. Which means I bet our skiing was canceled. I bet our skiing was just canceled. That's a bummer. I know Heavenly's got... Heavenly has the Nevada side, but I don't think they're open. Huh. I'll take a look. Thanks, J-Rock. I appreciate that. That may put a little hamper in the plans. Definitely might put a hamper in the plans. I don't think you guys can upload emojis. Those are emojis that we uploaded, and we've got an air fryer one. It's right here, Edward. Joe Chris, we're in the middle of a pandemic, just saying. Yep. People still, lives will still go on. That's for sure. I mean, after all, you're on the YouTube channel, right? Which means Justice ruined our vacation. Hey, we could always take the motorhome and go somewhere else. All right, so we're going to jump into the games. Logging into our system here. We're going to start with some college hoops. We're going to start with some college hoops. And then Vegas hit the button. The COVID button for the Mercer game. Jesse T, I do agree. I do agree. Some people in their comments on YouTube crack me up. You talk too damn much. I understand self-promoting, which I'm paid to do, which you guys don't realize. Some of you guys don't realize. But so your videos are overkill. I'd rather take my chances than listen to your commercial. No problem. You don't want to listen to a 5-minute spiel to get a free play. Well then, too flippin' bad. Too flippin' bad. We're not designed for you. I know Focus Sports. I know we can make them available to you guys. I know we can. And they will be available soon. Some changes going on and some fun happening in the near future. The Dirt Nasties 4x4. You're looking for a handicapper you can work with one-on-one directly with a solid picks. You might be in the right place, just depending on the day of the week, right? Justin, what's going on, sir? Joe D, yeah, whining Coach K. Don't even get me started on that one. I mean, I couldn't stop the F-bombs yesterday. I mean, you just had to keep beeping my ass out yesterday. I mean, it was just non-stop. Beep, 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 beep. F this. I mean, you got me going on, that subject got me going yesterday. That one definitely got me going yesterday. Coach K is just some whiny little one, that's for sure. Canceling, first of all, losing 2 non-conference games at home, which I think you've only lost 6 in like 20-something years. And then you lose 2 in a week at home. 2 of those 6 in like 20-something years happen at home. And then you come out and say that you don't think it's safe to be playing, or you question if it's safe to be playing during the pandemic only because you lost 2 non-conference games. Dirt Nasties 4x4. What kind of 4x4s are you into? Out of curiosity. You into bouncers, rock crawlers, side-by-sides? Angel, thank you. Yeah, J-Rock, you were laughing when the Bama coach called him out. And now they're not going to play non-conference games because he's a crybaby. Yes, so I'd say forfeit your salary for the year, right? Bookie Killer says you don't give out 2 sides of the game 4 different times like SBR, and I won't say his name. Nina Lee says please don't get Kyle started on Coach K. Hey, I'm keeping the blood pressure remaining the same. We're calm and cool and collective this morning. No Coach K rant. Greg Ingle wants to know, good morning, wants to know which team was dressed in the Southern Miss uniform last night, because it sure was not the team that's been there all year. That is for sure. Nathan, he definitely is a sour one. That is for sure. That is for sure. No more evident than what they were doing. No doubt about it. You know, if he had a super team, everything would be all fine and dandy and peachy. But since he doesn't have a super team, and he's getting his ass kicked, then maybe it's just not safe to play anymore. It's definitely not safe to play anymore, that's for sure. Joe Free, what's going on? Joshua, what's going on? No free plays yet. Just the daily free play that I put out last night. D Thang says, hope your kid wasn't around. My kid generally doesn't come to work with me. We work in an office. I'm not in, mama's basement. I promise you're not going to see me live holding a child. We're not going to be live holding a child. I'm not going to be feeding a little one in the video. Nathan, absolutely. Yeah, he'd have been, let him play. Let him play. It's safe. Just wear your mask and social distance. Let him play. But no, you get your rear kicked in. But yeah, Lucky, no, definitely didn't expect any different after the way they started. And it's sad. It only takes one to be a little crybaby and take their ball and go home in order for notices. And then conference start canceling games. That's what we don't want. Bookie Killers, which cappers work from their basement, their attic, their bathroom, just about every single one on YouTube. Just about every single one on YouTube. Right, if Zion was still at Duke, he wouldn't be complaining. Oh, for everybody on the big game promo, the big college basketball big game promo, that does go down today. There is a game today. It will be posted in a little bit, I was told. I think it will be posted before we get off live. So just know, if I find out that it is, I told him to text me once it's up and it's live. Once it is, I'll let you guys know, for everybody that's on the big game promo. If you were on March Madness, it's already in your account. If we're on our March Madness package, it's already in your account. And if you're not on March Madness, and you want to get on board it, you can. It's available. It's on the website. Definitely don't want to be accused of too much self-promotion of the company that pays me to be here. But it is $500. It's a 6-week program. Everybody asked Jeff what he thinks of the overall idea of it. 6 weeks, only big games. The quality is along the lines of my game of the week today. Basically same. So it's like having 2 games of the week. All in one, if you ask me. Give me 1 second, folks. Just checking everything. He's going to lose to Gardner-Webb, right, Joe? Glad to see you tuning in, Joe Jet. James Clark, good morning. Edward said, how smart would it be? How dumb would it be to not self-promote your show, right? Ah, snap. Sippy's sports show is here. Maybe we need to have old Sippy come on and talk about Southern Miss. Maybe we need him to come on and talk about Southern Miss and their great game yesterday. All right, so it says send me the link. We'd have to vet you and make sure you're wearing pants first. But we could probably definitely do that. Jeff says, please take down the cappers direct in the background. Why is that? Oh, self-promotion, yeah. Duh. All right, so moving into college hoops. We're going to start some college hoops breakdowns. I was actually just teasing Sippies, but I'm not opposed to it. Definitely not opposed to it. Give me 1 second. I want to look at something. Now, you know, they did get their big win. Oh, that's the last game of the season, so I guess we don't get a... I guess we don't get to talk about them anymore this year. Dr. Franco says you don't got a baby in your hands when you do videos. LOL, what a joke, right? J-Rock says just don't put up the Iowa Stadium again. That was a jinx. No, this Iowa Stadium is done. Is done, Sippies. But what I will do is next time they have a game, before they have a game, reach out to me. We'll bring you on board so you can talk about them. All right? We're definitely in the basement, yet I have a door right over there to the outside, to the parking lot. Yes. Somebody sent me the link to one, and it was some guy whispering in the bathroom. Remember that guy that used to make the videos a couple years ago filming in his bathroom? It looked like his bathroom was his living room. The next time they have a game, you reach out and we'll put you on the show. And we will put you on the show. And just a friendly reminder to everybody. You can only buy my personal plays on our website. All right? Just putting that out there. Apparently, there's some people trying to put our company name on their website and act like you're getting our plays. But just so you know, that is not correct. All right, if you're new to our channel, you best hit that subscribe button right down below. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you do not miss a beat on anything that we do, from the daily live shows 7 days a week to daily free play videos. Some more stuff coming in the near future. And we're going to have some fun. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. No, Chris, those are definitely not my personals. That's for sure. And if you guys ever see anybody touting it as such, please definitely let me know so we can have our lawyers send them a nice, friendly cease and desist letter. Sadly, it happens all the time, believe it or not. Sadly, it actually happens all the time. The worst is Instagram. But again, let's not self-promote, the other people. Even by talking bad about them, it still sends business their way. It still sends business their way. And, a lot of people think that I worry about, negative publicity or somebody making a nasty post or this or that. In reality, it doesn't matter. Simon, we've been posting daily free play videos every single day. They were just on our website. They weren't on YouTube. We did not stop giving out free plays. We're 9-4 on the week. And we were banned from YouTube. There's no basements in the desert, just so you guys know. No basements in the desert. Don't film from a single wide. I've got decorations on the walls of our house. All right, so we're going to jump into the game day breakdowns, and in no random order. In no random order. Vegas Dave's got money. He sold that baseball card for quite a bit. Sold a couple baseball cards, made a fortune. Not too shabby if you ask me. Why no basements? Because unless you specifically build a basement home, then we don't have tornadoes and shit like that. We get sandstorms. If we put two single wides together, can we film there? Well, we don't. We have an office. Actually have 3 offices. All right, so in no particular order, we're going to start right on top. We're going to start with Marquette and UCLA. We'll start with the Marquette and UCLA game. We will get to the Iowa and Iowa State game. We will do the St. John's and Seton Hall game. Yeah, J-Rock, we've got a garage. That's for sure. Zach, good morning. Yeah, Joseph, no basements on the West Coast. I will tell you, though, next to my in-laws' house, right down the street, there is a basement home, but it was a custom-made one. It's pretty damn cool, to be honest. It's pretty damn cool. Adam, my game of the week is today. Must be signed up by 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's already posted. Already posted. Joe Free, I will definitely try. We're going to start with Marquette and UCLA. Probably going to take a coffee break here in a minute. I'm still wondering. I mean, we're back on YouTube. I haven't had to hit that button yet. Haven't had to hit a button yet. Kind of getting a little disappointed. I have to start beeping out your guys' comments. All right, so KDO, good morning. I seen the Venmo come through late last night when I got home, activated your account as well for my game of the week. Thanks for jumping on board, brother. Thank you. Glad to have you as well as everybody else on board. Adam, it'll be a good one. Who is the first pick for today? The New England Patriots. What about the Gators? We're talking college hoops at the current moment. And it is posted online. The game of the week is posted online. Guaranteed to win or you get the next one free. Oh, Joe, you're killing me. Shooting Range Friday. I like that. Shooting Range Friday. You know, I need to go to the range. It's been a while. It's been too long, actually. Maybe when we get back from Tahoe or apparently maybe we won't be going to Tahoe. Nathan says, doesn't want any pics from Mama's basement. I hear you there. I hear you there. That's still crazy, J-Rock. Thank you for showing me that. I'm still amazed at that one. We'll take a look at all those games. Rich, yeah, no basement. No basement. You know, a basement would be cool in the desert, though. It'd be a lot cooler. They should have them out in the desert. For the summertime, probably a lot cooler to cool and keep cool economically. James Clark says, I'm going to be honest. I bet everything you say because you're the man, but I'm in their contest to see if I can win, man. I don't even know what contest you're referring to. Adam, thanks for jumping on board. Game of the week. William, how long for that promo? Until I'm able to activate the account, I have to verify it. And it could be anywhere, depending on what my workload is, anywhere from minutes to a day, just depending. I can't do it while I'm live, that's for sure. So, but everyone that sends it gets verified, and then I get you going. But I always get everybody going. But James, yeah, I don't know what contest or who you're referring to, but whatever contest you're in, I wish you the best of luck. Edwards is the guy with all the guns. We got a few. Saw us on Shark Tank. Nico, no, I have not sent out my personal plays yet. I have nothing early. They'll be out after the live show. And after yesterday's shithole day, I need to spend a little more time, apparently, and reevaluate what the hell, to make sure that I'm not doing what I did yesterday again today. Bankrolls can't afford to do that. Today will be a nice day, though. All right, so going to jump right into the breakdown. Marquette 4-1 on the year. Marquette 4-1 on the year. Only lost to Oklahoma State, losing 70-62. They've got wins over Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Eastern Illinois, Wisconsin, Green Bay. I don't even want to talk about Eastern Illinois. Those guys let us down the other day. UCLA, winners of 4, losers of 1. They lost to San Diego State in their very first game of the season in a slaughterfest, 73-58. After that, they went on a tear. They took Pepperdine. Pepperdine took them to triple overtime before they were able to get rid of them by 9. They did beat Seattle by a giant chunk. They beat Cal by 20. They beat San Diego by 27 when they were laying 19.5. Here they are going up against Marquette. Popping up the live odds for this one, folks. Rich says the Pats pick were the right plays. We just got effed by them not showing up. Yeah, that one definitely is what it is. But back to the Marquette and UCLA game. Eventually I'll have live lines up. For some reason, I'm not having any live lines popping up. Bear with me, folks. Apparently I got logged out for inactivity, so I need to log back in. So bear with me just a second, and I'll log back in, and we'll get these breakdowns rolling, and we'll start having some fun. All right, now we're logged in. Now we can get live odds. Dr. Franco says baseball cards on the rise again. You know, I watched something. I'm not a card collector. I have them from when I was a kid. And I seen one that they posted going for like $9,000 or something. And I'm like, wait a second. I know I have a couple of those somewhere. I wouldn't even know where to look to find the values of cards anymore. Or, hey, this one's worth something, that one's worth something. Gotcha, James. Gotcha. Oh, I don't mind. Hey, I don't mind if you watch their live shows. I think he switched and he goes live same time as us now. He used to go live, stupid early. And now he goes live same time as us, or so I was told. But I don't care if you watch his shows. It never bothers me. That never bothers me. Never, ever, ever bothers me. To each your own. I wish everybody the success, and there's a lot of people to watch out there. And the people that do choose to watch us, either live or the archive show, I'm very grateful for. Definitely very grateful for the people, that come and join us live, and I always will be. And again, we've got our contest too. We'll probably do another one here in the near future. Edward, crack me up, brother. All right, so back to the line. UCLA laying 4 minus $1.15. You can get Marquette at plus 4.5 on the road here. When you start diving into the game and you start breaking down the side-by-side comparison, and you're taking a look at offense and defense, you're going to find out, first of all, the defensive numbers are rather similar in more than one category. The offensive numbers, while they're similar, one definitely has the more efficient offense, while the other has the faster offense. And what I mean by that is, first of all, UCLA comes in with the better ranked offense based on adjusted efficiencies, strength of schedule, opponents' strength of schedule, and record as well. UCLA, top 15 offense, 15 in our system. Marquette coming in at 42nd in our system when it comes to offense. Now the defense is, you're going to flip the script. Marquette coming in higher at 31, ranked 31 in Division I, whereas UCLA ranked 50th. When I started getting that, one has a more efficient offense, but they're slower on average per possession. UCLA is taking 18.7 seconds to get a shot off, near the slowest in Division I. Not too many teams slower than them. I believe one second. I'll tell. It doesn't matter how many, but I think they're like 60 teams slower than them. As far as Marquette goes, they're right, in the middle of the pack at 16.9 seconds on average per possession. So both of these teams a little on the slower side, if you ask me. You've got Marquette hitting 51.8% from the field. They're knocking down 37.8% of their three ball, living and dying by it, depending on it, for 32.7% of their total points. They're averaging 48.5% conversion of all their 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, dunk, and they're hitting 71.7% from the charity stripe, knocking down nearly 72% of all their free throws. J-Rock, how can you pick against them? Well, I took them on the first game of the season, and I shouldn't have, and they definitely bit me in the ass there. As far as UCLA goes, they're hitting almost 55% of their 55% from the field, 54.8 to be specific. 37.8% conversion from out deep. Both these teams hitting threes like it's nothing. Both of them defend the three as well, and we'll go over those numbers here in a minute. UCLA hitting almost 54%, just a smidge under, 53.9% from all their 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk, and they're converting 68% of their free throws, which is right around on the cusp. 70% is where I like to be when it comes to backing a team. Sometimes I'll stray from my rules when it comes to that one. When you start taking a look at the defensive side of things, you've got Marquette holding teams to 26.5% shooting from out deep, 28.8% for UCLA in that same category. Marquette on defense holding teams to under 40% shooting of all their 2-point plays, 38.9% from 2-point range, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. UCLA giving up a few more percentage, 10 more to be specific, actually 9.9 at 48.8%. Now, when it comes to the 2-foul participation, both right around the same, 12% for UCLA, 14% for Marquette. And for everybody that doesn't know what the 2-foul participation stat is it's a stat that's actually tracked by very few people. I don't know another handicapper that actually uses it to their advantage on how to handicap a game. And what that means is it's basically a coaching style for how a coach will allow his players to play towards the end of the half or early into the second half with 2 fouls. So we track the stat for the first half only. So Mick Cronin, head coach of the UCLA Bruins. And here's the example. Let's just say old Cody Riley, right? The junior center. Let's say he picks up his second foul at the 10-minute mark of the first half. Well, there's 10 minutes left in the first half. Generally speaking, the general rule of thumb is in college basketball, when you pick up that second foul, boom, you go to the bench, right? That's the general rule. Well, some coaches will allow their players to play while they trust them not to pick up that early third foul and get in really early foul trouble. It don't matter if you pick up that second foul at the 4-minute mark or the 14-minute mark. You're usually going to ride the bench. And when that happens, put in the replacement off the bench, yada, yada, yada. It's like the whole game just continues. However, when a player gets left out there and he's got 2 fouls early, he's less likely to dive for a loose ball and risk a foul. He's less likely to swat at a rebound or a ball in general and risk of a foul. He's less likely to take a questionable block foul rather than a charge. Which would equate to a sloppier defense. Depending on who the player is, if it's the big man down low and he's still in, they may post up down low. More baskets, more buckets, more points up on the board. So when a team participates in a 2-foul participation protocol, what that stat exactly is, it's the amount of playing time in a percentage format that a said player will get for what's remaining in the first half. So if Chris Smith, the senior forward for UCLA, picks up his second foul at the 10-minute mark, there's 10 minutes remaining. UCLA, Mick Cronin gives his players 14% playing time as of right now early with a 2-foul participation. It means they'll get 14% of the playing time remaining after reaching 2 fouls, which if there's 10 minutes remaining, 1.4 minutes. So not a lot there. Where I really see it being a factor is when you reach that 20 percentile. 20 percentile and more is when I start giving it an advantage towards one team versus the other. Now, if there's 2 teams and they're in the high 20s or 40s or even higher than that, then I definitely use it towards my advantage in betting a total over. All right, this stat can help you bet a total over. This can help you stay off of an under. This stat can help you in so many different categories, and it's basically null and void for both of these teams at 12 and 14%. That's not a lot. That's not a lot to factor in to any equation. Height advantage, pretty much even Steven as far as that goes. UCLA projected starting lineup: Tiger Campbell, sophomore; David Singleton, junior; Chitchat, sophomore; Chris Smith, senior; Cody Riley, junior. A very veteran program and a very veteran squad in UCLA this year. Now Marquette, no different. I mean, they are going to have Dawson Garcia, their freshman center, get 69% of their playing time on average. And that's a big kid, 6'11", 235, tall and skinny, and he's got a lot of room to grow, I'm sure. But for the most part, they're a very senior program. I mean, hell, they start 3 seniors, a sophomore, and a freshman. All right? And they do have Theo John, who will get, 25% of the playing time at the center position. So, at any given time, they could have 4 or 5 seniors out there as a given. If not, they could have 4 or 5. So another very senior team when it gets down into it. As far as this game goes, and keep in mind, I haven't bet anything yet. I have not. The only thing that I bet is the daily free play that I put out. It's the only thing that I bet. As far as this game goes, I think it's going to be an extremely close game. I think Marquette is not a pushover team. Granted, they haven't played anybody. They struggled against Wisconsin. They lost to Oklahoma State. The other games were basically gimmies. UCLA has had no quality opponent since their loss to San Diego State. Granted, players were out. As far as this one goes, I like UCLA, but I think it's going to be a close game. I think the bookmakers got the line tight. I think the line should actually be tighter. I think the line should be a tad bit lower, in the range of 3. The total being 137.5. I do lean towards the over 137.5. And I like Marquette catching the 4.5. I like the dog here. Do they win outright? No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be decided by a bucket. Maybe 2. And if it's decided by 2 buckets, then UCLA's got a chance to cover the 4.5. But I think this one's going to be a close one. And remember, guys, just because I give out a lean doesn't mean I'm necessarily betting it, all right? If I'm going to be betting a lean, I will tell you guys that I'm betting a lean. Hey, I'm betting a lean. Yada, yada, yada. That's a fact. So again, while I'm leaning towards it, give me 1 second here. So that's just a straight lean. And I honestly, I think UCLA gets the job done as far as winning outright. But I'm not completely sold on them actually covering the spread today. I think they're, very well evenly matched in many categories, enough to keep it a very close game. Now, Marquette does turn the ball over a tad bit more than UCLA. Not a major factor. Marquette coming in with the better defense in multiple categories as well. But, if I was betting it, it would either be UCLA money line or Marquette plus the 4.5. But again, I'm off of that one. I have a better lean on the over 137.5. My lean towards the over 137.5 is a hell of a lot stronger than the side. All right, folks, we're going to jump into some more game day breakdowns. We're going to do the St. John's and Seton Hall game next. But first, I'm going to refill this cup of coffee. All right, so we're going to take a quick little break. It'll be 5 minutes or less. And I say or less because it'll probably be less. And if I come back early, then you guys will have me early. All right, folks, so I will literally be back and go refill this with another latte. Keep the voice rolling, and then we'll be right back. So enjoy the track, and we'll be back.
Warning, this is not intended for one hater, but all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous.
Call it my battleground. I'm on that center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters prove nothing harder you shine. You know them haters come by the dozen. All them haters that be talking about
All right, we're back. Thank you, everybody. Sorry to keep you waiting. Had to keep it rolling. Let me tell you, I had to keep it rolling. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button right down below. Cappers Nation Live, airing 7 days a week. Doesn't seem like the chat got too wild while I was gone. Reading through some of these comments. I literally made it back with 6 seconds to spare. Didn't keep you guys waiting too long. Commercial break, absolutely, Eli, absolutely. Smoke break, nope. You guys can smoke. They have a Starbucks in the office. I did a fish. I don't know if you guys could see in the... I got my second job. I'll be a barista for some reason. I can't start picking some flipping winners. That's good. That's a good one right there. I do use the Starbucks espresso dark roast beans in the machine though. We'll take a look at that early college basketball game as well. Bookie Killer, what's the haters song called? You know, probably be good if I knew that, right? I forgot. I forgot already. Give me 1 second, folks. All right, so, whoo! Do I got anything on the free play board? No, we don't. 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 But we will eventually. Going to take a look at some more college hoops, and then and only then will we bounce around to college football. Going to try and get through another few games or so. We've got about another hour live. Before I really got to get going. We're going to be doing the St. John's and Seton Hall game next. St. John's hot diggity dog, 5-1 only loss, coming to BYU by 6 back on the 2nd of December. Quincy Scott, yeah, St. John's Seton Hall is coming up next. That's for sure. We still owe Jeff and everybody else. Actually, Jeff has the breakdown for us for the Iowa and Iowa State game. So we'll give that one to Jeff when... we get to that. We'll let him type out the breakdown on what's going to happen there. Remember, for my game of the week, because I just got a text message, you need to be signed up by 7 p.m. Eastern time. By 7 p.m. Eastern time. I was getting ready to say 17 Clipper like Seton Hall, and I said 17 p.m. Eastern time. Holy hell. Somebody give me another coffee. St. John's 5-1, as I was saying, with their only loss coming by way of BYU. They beat St. Peter's. They beat LaSalle. They beat Boston College 97-93 in a game where we saw 190 total points without OT. Stony Brook, they beat Ryder. Here they are going up against Seton Hall in this contest, guys. And they got a nice big road game. This is their first true road game of the year. They've got 2 neutral site games that they split out, beating Boston College and losing to BYU. Other than that, they've played 4 games at home. Going up against Seton Hall, they're 3-3 for Kevin Willard in his program. They lost to Louisville by 1 to start the year in a tough game on the road, losing 71-70. They beat Iona. They beat Iona by 22. They lost to Rhode Island by 13. They got the beat down by the Oregon Ducks, the Quack Ducks by 13. They beat Penn State. It took overtime to do it. 98-92. They beat Wagner 78-45, holding Wagner to 45 total points. First of all, this game, 4:30 Eastern Time, 1:30 Pacific, early game. We're going to take a look at it. Total on this one is set at 149.5, over and under. Seton Hall laying the 4, St. John's plus the 4. Somebody brought up the comment, the public likes St. John's. I'll hit the refresh button on the percentage, and then we'll go and we'll look for this one, and we'll try and see where the numbers exactly lie, because a lot of times what you guys, the general public, sees is not what is actually being reported from the books. So diving into this one, taking a look for it, as far as the money line goes, not much is being reported. As far as the total goes, not much is being reported yet. The early numbers show exactly what Scott was saying, that everybody in the world was on St. John's. That number was +7. I'm sure sitting with a side of 4 now is a bit different than the +7 that you could have got yesterday, which saw a lot of money come in on the dog here, the road dog, going up against Kevin Willard's Seton Hall program. When you start diving in and comparing both teams, you're going to find that Seton Hall overall, they have the better offense. They have the better defense overall. Now, their record doesn't support that at 3-3, losing to Louisville, Rhode Island, and Oregon, all quality teams. We all know Oregon made it deep into the tournament last year. There'll be another quality run out of Oregon again this year. Seton Hall's only loss coming by way of BYU. I'd have to say their only competition was BYU and Boston College. They lost to one of them. Now, for Seton Hall, they've played Rhode Island. Again, like I said, quality program, Louisville quality program, Oregon quality program that they lost to. Xavier, what is this shit? This is The Price is Right. This is The Price is Right. Dr. Franco, I made my own. Cheers, brother. I'm getting pretty good. It does a gorilla face every single time. The latte comes out of the machine. Makes it look like a gorilla face. Next time, you guys are going to just have to order me one and have one delivered, right? When you start comparing them, like I was saying, Seton Hall comes in with the better ranked offense, the better ranked defense, but not by much in each category. Not by much. Maybe 40, 50 spots as far. But, when the numbers are so close together, it's very hard to say, oh, well, just because Seton Hall's offense is ranked better, they come in at 30, the 35th best offense based on adjusted efficiencies in all of Division I. St. John's comes in at the 80 mark. So, the difference, yeah, it's 45 places, but the difference is generally just, a percent here, a percent there, a percent here, a percent out of every stat. There's definitely things on offense that St. John's does exceptionally well, like free throws. They're hitting 75.4% from the charity stripe. They hit 51.7% from the field. They're hitting 31.8% from out deep. I'd love to see that number a little bit higher. If it was higher, their offense would be definitely ranked a lot higher. Their turnover percentage is still a tad bit on the high side, but it's in line with what Seton Hall is at 19.4 to 19.3%. Offensive rebounds. They rebound offensively exceptionally well. St. John's does. 33.6%. Of all the rebounds are offensive rebounds. Well, guess we get to, hit the button for once. It's your mom, Xavier. It's definitely your mom. Tell her I said hello, all right? Tell her I said hello, son. And we finally get to break it in. So, with that being said, back to Seton Hall and St. John's. St. John hitting 53.3%. You guys made you think it was frozen off. 53.3% of all their 2-point plays. Every jump shot, every layup, every dunk. That part, they do exceptionally well. If their 3-point shooting was a tad higher, their offense would be ranked a lot higher. Definitely a lot higher. One down, many more to go. Top 5, what's going on? You know, we're going to take the no BS approach this time around. Xavier's life must be really miserable to the fact that he comes on our live stream. You know, must be really miserable and sad and depressed, tired of losing. But it's okay. It's okay. Everybody say goodbye to Xavier. As far as this game, when you start diving in, and you really got to, you know, take a look at the defense, and we'll get to that point here in just a minute. Seton Hall hitting 53% from the field. They offensive rebound pretty good as well, 29.1% of all their rebounds are offensive rebounds. They're hitting 36.3% of all their 3-point attempts. They're converting 52.1% of all their 2-point plays. They're a quality free throw shooting team at 70%. When you start looking at point distribution, Seton Hall relies on that 3 ball for 29% of their total points compared to the 21% that you get out of St. John's. St. John's relies on that 2-point play. They're very good at it as well, 53% of their total shots. Every layup, jump shot, dunk get converted. They rely on it for 59.5%, round up and say 60. When you start taking a look at everything, let's take a look at defense, and then we're going to talk about the 2-foul participation. The defenses go. I already announced earlier that Seton Hall comes in with the better ranked defense. They're holding teams to 49.2% shooting overall, 34.4% of all their 3-point plays, every 3-point shot anyways. Both teams struggle to defend the 3. Seton Hall knocks down a 3 exceptionally well. St. John's can't defend it. They give up 37%. Start the clock. I need to. I should probably do it, but, you know, I'm in no rush. St. John's defense is holding teams to 47.8% shooting from all the 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk, whereas St. John's struggles. They're giving up 55.5 point, or 55.5%, excuse me. And I believe a lot of that factors into the pace of play from St. John's. They are the 10th fastest playing team in all of Division I at number 10 at 14.1 seconds on average per possession. Generally, the faster the team, the more mistakes they make, hence the 19.4% of the turnover rate. As far as their shot quality, for as fast as they are, it's actually exceptionally well. It's actually exceptionally well. Seton Hall is holding teams to 47.8% shooting of all their 2-point plays. There is a big factor in this one, and it's going to be the 2-foul participation protocol. Seton Hall, obviously, the taller team by over 2 inches, much bigger team, very veteran squad. They go to the bench for only 22% of the total minutes played. Kevin Willard will trust his players to play with the 2-foul participation early on. 55.6% of the playing time available remaining in the first half will be played by his starting 5 that pick up 2 fouls early. It's his coaching style. You take a look at last year, and that number will drop overall. When they get games underneath their belt, that number will drop into probably the mid to high 30s. Last year it was at 33%. The year before that, in the 2019 season, it was 24%. So, it's gone up a little bit. He's got a lot of faith and a lot of trust in his players to make the right decisions, but that definitely factors into the equation of a total staying under or going over. And as far as this one goes, T-Step said, thought ASU had that same issue with San Diego State, played too fast, had some turnovers and poor shots, and a tight game turned into a rout. It happens fast. It happens fast. And a team that plays fast definitely can get into trouble quick. Real trouble quick. Val says, I trusted you a couple weeks ago. You said you were more than sure Duke will win. I bet $300 on them. Well, this is what I got to say, for you there, buddy. Because not every game can win. I don't have a magic fucking 8-ball, but I will tell you this much. Let me play it again for you. Cry me a river. You lost a free play, Val, like you've never lost a play before. And if you wanted something that was for sure, you should have jumped on board our guaranteed winners. Stop being a tightwad. Go to the website, cappersdirect.com. Pull up your big girl panties, and let's have some fun. Until then, once again, just for you, there you go. So, as far as this game goes, the side Seton Hall laying 4, they are the better team. Their record doesn't show it. They are definitely, in my opinion, the better program. St. John's, Mike Anderson coming out of the Big East Conference, quality team. This is definitely going to be a big test for them. Conference play game. All right, conference play, straight conference play anyways. They're 5-1 in conference play. 5-1 in conference play. Whereas Seton Hall comes in 3-3. Straight conference play, no out-of-conference games. As far as this one goes, you were going to go to the website if Duke won. Okay, well, no offense, Val. I'm glad you did not go to the website. So please don't go to our website. All right? We need clients. Actually, we don't need clients because I bet the games. But we enjoy clients that actually have realistic expectations. That actually have common sense. There's plenty of services out there that would love for you to go to their website. I definitely don't need you to, and I would never want you to buy my plays. And matter of fact, if you buy my plays, I'll refund your money, and we'll send you over to one of those other YouTube services that are filming from their basement because they definitely need your money, okay? So, with that being said, while I do lean on Seton Hall, okay? Laying the points. If the number was still at 7, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. All right? If it was still 7, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Seton Hall laying the 4, I like. And Nina, it's not about doing your own homework. Not everybody is here to do their own homework. Some people pay me so that way I can do the work. So that our company can do the work. Because they want to have something to bet on. They want to be in the game, but they don't have the time or the knowledge or the even desire to do it. Jimmy O says, let's go back to the website and live stream. It was so peaceful, right? It was definitely peaceful. Where am I filming from? Xavier's mom's basement. Yeah, Val, you're a genius. You're a genius when it comes to the NFL. Yet, you're on our YouTube. Imagine that one. Imagine that one. Give everybody a round of applause for the genius. The genius is in the house. So, I do lean towards Seton Hall, but that's a small lean. And let me give the full disclaimer for people like Val, whatever we want to call it. When I lean on a game, it doesn't mean that I'm actually betting it. Let's put that out there. It doesn't mean that I'm actually betting it. It's a straight lean for you guys. It means I lean towards it. If you want to know what I'm betting, either I'll tell you what I'm betting, or you can sign up and see exactly what I'm betting. Yes, Val, you're very welcome. Everybody, one more stand-up round of applause. Round of applause for our friend. Don't forget, everybody give that round of applause to Val because, you know, Alrighty. Xavier's already gone. The genius will be next. Now, one thing that I do like, but we got to get this free play board on. Hold on, I better delete these losers from yesterday, all right? Got to delete these losers from yesterday. You know, the Patriots team total over 20, yep, we donked off that one. Yep, we're not going to win every single day, yep, we dropped that one. We did, all right. We did. I actually almost don't want to give out a free play just because Vel's here. Hopefully, Vel, you fade me. Okay? You tell him, Todd. X who wins tonight, Pacers or Clippers? Take the Celtics. Fantastic, Vel. Since you wouldn't take our free play, we know you're here for no good intentions. So, without further ado... Yep, we got to drop that one for you. Vel. All right? And now it's time to really have some fun with you. All right? Gotta say it. It was nice knowing you, Val. And we had some fun. Keep it real, okay? Keep it real.
Loser!
All right, so... Now, for what we're all here for... And we know Val will be betting it too because he's a sorry-ass loser. Caleb, we got to have some fun. We got to pay for the soundboard for some reason. We got to have at least some fun at somebody's expense. It might as well be him. We need strobe lights. We can do that. We can get strobe lights. All right, we can get strobe lights. But one thing that I am betting. So Val, make sure you bet it. All right, and bet your entire house on it. Which you probably don't own a house. But anyways, without further ado, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Let's get this party started. All right, my Vibe Interactive board costs more than most people's basements that they're filming out of. Where's the O? There's the O. There's the O. Oh, it's not 19.5. We know that much. There we go. There we go. Free play is on the board. St. John Seton Hall over 149.5. Got that one on the board for you guys. Greg, I think a basement home would be a fantastic idea here. You know, Joe, it would be awesome if we could block them from seeing your plays. It would be. It would be. It would be. Maybe we'll go to a member only. A member only live chat. Christopher Bear says you can always tell when a shitty show comes to an end, right? Because they come over here. Loyal, one person's not getting to me. Says you got to be more professional as a handicapper. Oh, do I? This is it. We're in the business of scumbags, and you're telling me that I got to be professional? That's interesting. Oh, I'm very professional when it comes to handling people's money. But thank you for the life lesson on how to conduct myself. But one person doesn't get to me. I'm just trying to get my money's worth from the soundboard. All right? Just trying to get my money's worth from the soundboard, all right?
Loser!
So, free play is on the board. And let's have some fun. Joe Chris, thank you. Randy C says we turned into a big-time DJ. Just having some fun. What's the highest I would take it? 149.5 is what I'm putting it out at. Do a giveaway? Nah, too many dingbats in here. We'll give away. We just did a giveaway. We just gave away all our premium plays for free the other day. Bob Rose must have some smart, educated picks. No, we just have dumb, uneducated, action junkie losers. Thomas Ryan says, I think Kyle's very professional, owns his wins and losses. Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate that. You know, people that are new to our channel that we've never seen comment before, like Loyal Shazil, that says that, you know, I need to be more professional and conduct myself better in the scumbag-filled industry. First of all, I bet the games that I say. I back up my shit. I own my wins. I own my losses. And I actually bet the games I give you guys. Unlike other people who don't, and who will never, ever, 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 ever show you a ticket. Ever, 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 ever. Joe, you know, every time I've bet somebody growing up in LA, the USC UCLA game, every single time, I think Jeff S. takes me up on it. When he knows they're going to lose. And I always lose. So I don't want to jinx. My Trojans this weekend. This is a really big game for us. We're finally moving up in the rankings. And I don't want to do anything. Jeff, put that hand down right now, sir. Put that hand down. Put that hand down. I'm going to burn it in the air fryer. So I don't want to do anything to jinx my Trojans this weekend. We got to win this. Win the Pac-12 championship game. And then maybe then and then we'll make the Rose Bowl. Because that's about all we're probably going to be left with. Unless somehow A&M Florida, Ohio State, and Clemson all lose somehow. Cincinnati. Thank you, got the frozen screen fixed. So I don't want to do anything, Joe, to jinx my team, but I do want to tell you, Joe, UCLA sucks. Go Trojans. Fight on. I will be supporting my team tomorrow in its attire. Focus Sports says, if you set up a YouTube account where only members can comment, it's coming. It will be here. I can turn it on right now, but it'll be here, I promise you, Focus Sports. The members only live chat will be here probably tomorrow morning. Marion, thank you. You know I had a bad run, and I do appreciate clients like yourself. I will tell you one thing, I have been blessed with amazing clients. Every now and then I get a bad apple that fell off a bad tree and doesn't understand. I mean, bad run is to say the least. So renewing your package, Marion, thank you. I definitely appreciate that, to everybody that has. You know, bad runs happen, and we'll work our way out of it. We always do. I thought we were finally on the right path, and then it got us again. It got us again. But we will bounce back. And again, to clients like you that make my job amazing, thank you. Thank you. Now, on to what I was saying about, other services out there, how I need to conduct myself more professional, this and that. Let me ask you a question. When is the last time another service has showed a ticket on a daily basis? I mean, I showed the free play that I gave out yesterday on Benfica in soccer. We ended up dropping that one. I showed that during the live show, yes? Yes, I did. We lost it? We did. Did I show it? Absolutely. Hell, did I show my $500 7-teamer that I lost? Yep, I did. I did. That I did. Show me another service. Name them right now in the live chat. This is the one time I will not boot somebody for promoting another service. Show somebody that shows tickets, but listen to the rules first. Show in the comment section another service from somebody who shows actual tickets on a daily basis, and it has to be for a minimum of $500. They have to show their bet amount. They have to show the ticket. It has to be real, not made up, not on a bookie account, either a real legitimate offshore or a local brick and mortar casino. Because anybody can go get a pay-per-view, a pay-per-head site, and start creating their own crap. But show me one. Show me one. Because I'm pretty sure there's nobody out there. Toronto European, normally premium plays are out earlier. Lately, the last week, they've been coming out after the live show. Unless there's stuff early, then they're posted early. But for like tomorrow, they'll be out before the live show. Tomorrow's premium plays will be out before the live show. We go live at 9 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So they'll be out before the live show. Uno family, my game of the week is $100. Stevie Steves, I said only name them if they show tickets. Winners, losers, who shows a ticket? And Scott, listen to the instructions. I said, who shows a ticket on a daily basis, win, lose, or draw, for at least $500? Jalen, I'm hoping the ads will go away. I don't have any control over that one. You know what I mean? I just work for the company. We've had monetization for years. They've never turned them on. I didn't even know they turned them on until somebody told me about it. I believe you can skip through it after like 3 to 5 seconds or something like that. That was something that, the higher-ups made the decision on. I'm against it, though. And if I have my say in that, they'll go away, hopefully. Prentice says, don't watch other service. Never. Loyalty Chazelle says, pick dogs. Oh, this guy again. They actually showed tickets? When do they show tickets for $500 or more? Don't be, I don't even want to. Anyways, we'll remove that one because we know we know where he came from. Neverett says there's no other service. That's funny because I've never seen a ticket from them. Never once. Rio C says, when was the last time another service gave away the premium plays for free? The entire card, that's right. Toronto European says, you guys are a real service. Thank you. I appreciate that. And we're definitely glad to have you on board, and I look forward to working with you. J-Rock says, daily basis, I haven't seen a ticket at all. Trey says, there's nobody. Raymond, never seen a ticket. Trey says, the answer is no one. Joe Free says, you don't see tickets, Kyle. Danny T says, definitely no one else. Matt, thank you for tuning in. Trey says, you're the only one. Highway Patrol shows tickets on a daily basis. Does that count? Yeah, the California Highway Patrol definitely counts. KDO shows his. Absolutely. Those count. Raymond, you got a speeding ticket last week. That's no good. Hey, everybody knock on wood for those speeding tickets. Bill McDonald says $50 from Mom's Basement, right? William, thank you. Glad to have you tuning in. B Rose Entertainment says LMAO. I've never seen a ticket either. Scott says Pick Dogs does not. We know that that's a fact. DSA, I agree, especially from everything that I heard. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. I like reading the comments. But again, if we don't need to know who doesn't, because we already know who doesn't. We just want to know who does. So if you're posting the names of other services, we're just going to delete those ones because we don't need to know who doesn't. And we don't need to give them open promotion. We just want to know who does. T-Step, first crypto transaction to feel young. Very nice. Congrats. The way of the future. Scott says no one for 1,000, Alex. Chris says the guy who sells his premiums for $1.99 on Patreon bets $5K a day. I heard, right? And he's probably 51-1, right? Shane said I'd be better off if I gave out an air fryer. Here you go, the air fryer emoji in full effect. Definitely Focus Sports. We're not donation digging to be able to make bets in Mommy's basement. So without further ado, I thought I would just, keep it real with you guys and gals. And here's a free play that I gave away. All right, here's a free play that I gave away. I know, it's just a small play. Maybe I'll upgrade it to a personal play, and then I'll bet 4 times the amount on it. But that was just a free play. I bet it for 25% of what I bet a premium play or my personal play for. Hence the $750 wager. which is probably more than, most of the cappers on YouTube probably bring in an entire month. The Dirt Nasties 4x4. What day is the premium pick dropped? Well, we have premium plays every single day. My game of the week is today. Our big college basketball big game promo is also, we have one of those today. Jalen says, rest in peace, Alex Trebek, too. Absolutely, rest in peace, Alex Trebek. Spent many nights as a kid watching Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. Thank you, Jeff. Do appreciate that. All right, so back to the fun. Round of applause to all the real services out there that actually bet their plays that they give. I know we're just clapping for one because there's not actually. I will take that back. I know of another guy, but he's a shill for a big broiler room. One guy actually does bet, but he's just a shill in a front for a big broiler room. They pay him a percentage of their sales. I won't name him. Why don't I buy the half a points on my straight bets? Because I was anticipating it going well over 150. Now, if it lands on 149, I'll be bummed. But I capped it at well over 150. So, it's no point in me promoting a big broiler room. If you know somebody local to Vegas that shows actual hard copies from the Red Rock consistently with pencils, he's just a shill for, he's actual real better. And he's the face of a company, but you sign up and go straight to a broiler room for the big upgrade sales and all of that. Ernie, we're going to flush them. We're going to flush them right out the toilet. But again, I don't ever see tickets. It's not about somebody doing well or not doing well. Let's see who's real and actually bets the tickets and shows them on a daily basis. Anyways, time for another breakdown. We got to go. We got to hurry. We got college football to break down, and we are way behind schedule. But welcome back to YouTube. I am having fun. I'm having a lot of fun. And we got that second cup of brew going. Actually, the third one, second for the show. So we're going to kick this into high gear. All right? We're going to kick this into high gear. If people do well, they will bet on the games. And if they will be betting on the games, they have no problem showing you a ticket. Fact to the matter. You guys thought the total in the St. John Seton Hall game was high. Wait till you see the total in the Iowa State and Iowa game. It's sitting at a 158. Congrats, Jalen. I actually thought that said high school year, not hard school year. I thought it said high school. I was like, oh no, hell no. I think the soundboard was a great addition too. Thanks, DA Sports Consultant. I appreciate that. And again, congrats, Jalen. All right, so Iowa State plus 13, a 13-point dog against in-state rival Iowa, laying 13, minus 105, 12.5, minus 105, total set over and under 158 with a first half number of 75. Now, Iowa State, 1-1 on the year. They beat Arkansas Pine Bluff by 17 at home. They lost to South Dakota State by 3. And here you are with the Hawkeyes, 4-0 on the year, beat North Carolina Central, Southern, Western Illinois, and North Carolina by 7. Here's Jeff's breakdown. It says Iowa averages 43 rebounds per game compared to Iowa State's 30. Iowa's hitting 74% free throws compared to Iowa State University, 71%. I think the advantage of rebounds and three-point shooting is a big advantage for Iowa. Jeff's play of the year, Iowa laying 12.5 minus $1.15. Lock it in. If it loses, everybody roast Jeff, not me. Everybody roast Jeff, not me. Everybody roast Jeff, not me. Again, I repeat, if that free play loses, we have Jeff to blame. Last time we put anything on Iowa, Jeff wasn't even here for the damn breakdown, and Iowa got blown the F out the back door. When you start comparing both of these programs, the side-by-side comparison and what Jeff was saying, there are a few things that Iowa State does do exceptionally well. However, what they do well, Iowa generally does a tad bit better. Except in a few categories. It's actually flip-flopped. Iowa hitting 57.3% from the field. Iowa State 54.8%. When it comes to those three-point plays, all those three-point shots, Iowa State riding the suck bus, 29.1%. Iowa, on the other hand, and we're going to refer to one as Iowa, the other as State. One as Iowa, the other as State. That way I don't have to say Iowa so many damn times. Jay, it's what's on the board. It is what's on the board as the free play. It was just a copy of my ticket. St. John's and Seton Hall over 149.5. State hitting 29.1% from out deep. Iowa hitting 40.2%. The number 28 best three-point shooting team in Division I. One spot where State does have an advantage is all those two-point plays. Every jump shot, layup, and dunk, they are very effective. 8th in the nation, hitting 63.4% of all their two-point plays. Every jump shot, layup, and dunk. Iowa, no slouch either, hitting 55.1%. But a big difference, 8.3% differential there. Iowa, the better free throw shooting team, knocking down nearly 74% compared to the 71 by State. Turnover margin, big differential. Iowa turns it over the 14th least, number 14 in the least amount of turnovers compared to Iowa State. Oh, I said Iowa State. State. We're referring them to State only. 2 foul participation. Major advantage for Iowa, as State's in it for 40% of the time. 40% of the time. They do go to the bench for only 23% compared to 35% for Iowa. Point distribution. State relying on that three ball for 32% of their total points, while only hitting 29. Iowa, on the other hand, relying on it for 36% of their total points. When it comes to defense, I give a very small advantage towards Iowa. They're holding teams at 29.1% shooting from out deep. That shouldn't be an issue because that's what State shoots from out deep. They're holding teams to 43.5% shooting of all their two-point plays. That could be a factor here as State's averaging 63%. We're going to find out just how good that Iowa defense is today. State's defense, holding teams to overall 49.6% shooting. We're about middle of the pack for Division I. They're holding teams to 31% shooting from out deep. 51.5% shooting of all those two-point plays. This definitely has a mismatch. Size advantage, Iowa. Offensive advantage, majorly, Iowa. Number 2 offense in the country in our system based on adjusted efficiencies. Now, State's no slouch. I don't want to say they're just a slouch. In-state rival game. you know, Jeff has already said this, absolutely. You know, in-state rival game on paper, this can definitely be a blowout on paper. Playing in the Carver Hawkeye Arena, not going to be full of screaming fans. Definitely won't have the 15,056 fans. Their defense comes in ranked 70th in our system in Division I. Iowa State's 97th. As far as this one goes, the offensive numbers don't compare. If State can't defend the three exceptionally well, with Iowa knocking down 40% of them, they're going to be in for a battle. Battling from their blowout. So as far as this one goes, I do lean towards the Iowa, the 12.5 that Iowa's laying, but I am a little nervous of it. Whenever you get the big rivalry games, you always have to err on the side of caution when it comes to big point spreads. As far as the total goes, now State's only played 2 games. They haven't even hit 150 total yet in any of their 2 games. Total 158 in this one. Pace of play is right up there. Iowa's definitely a fast team, 14.6 seconds, 15.3 for Iowa State. 2 foul participation advantage Iowa as State's in it 40% of the time. The one aspect that I do like, I think the total's juiced here. I really do. I think the total's juiced. I think the total should have probably been booked a little bit lower. Not to say that it doesn't go over, but as far as the total goes, I've got no opinion on it. I do lean towards Iowa laying the 12.5. It looks too good to be true. So for that, I'm just going to lean on it. I'm not going to bet it. Won't have $1 on it. It looks too good to be true in this rivalry game. Just looks way too good to be true. On paper, it smells blowout. It writes down blowout. I would tell you this much. Originally, the books had it as an 11-point separation between the two. That line is up to 12.5 now. So, to me, it's a hard pass. But if you put the bullet to my head and you said, please pick me a winner, that's who I would lean towards. Now, I do have to get going in a little bit, and we still have to jump over to college football. But I want to do one more college basketball breakdown. So in the comment section, post the most important one for you, and I will break it down. Now, there is a Northwestern UMass game in 45 minutes. We do have early action. West Virginia playing at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And I know we're a little behind the curve on the breakdowns, and we've done 4 breakdowns so far. But we've had a lot of talks, a few trolls, a few crybabies. Wah, 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 wah. So post up in the comment section the most important breakdown for you guys. And I will take a look. And we'll break down one of them. Jeff says, I do bet against Iowa, just not tonight. or tomorrow. Jeff, we've definitely bet against Iowa. You know we have. A couple of people asking for Nevada and Grand Canyon. Boy, there's a marquee matchup. All right, we're going to do it. We've got it selected. The winner has been selected. You have won an all-expense-paid trip to the Cappers Nation. Brinks truck. We're going to be doing the Creighton game for everybody. Creighton and Nebraska. Nebraska at Creighton coming up next. This will be a 7 p.m. Eastern Time, televised on the Big Ten Network. Yes, we're going to break down the Chicago Cubs and the White Sox game next. Take the Cubs. The Creighton game is on tap. Nebraska and Creighton up next. Creighton laying 13 minus $1.15. Nebraska you can catch at plus 13.5 minus $1.13. Total, another high one, 153.5 in this contest. Take a look at Nebraska first of all. Take a look at Nebraska. 3-2 on the year. Fred Holberg and his boys coming off their loss to Georgia Tech, losing 75-64. This guy is still here. This guy is still here, huh? I'm not sure why you're here. If I'm a loser, I'm just dumbfounded on why you would spend the time and give us the views to be here. But I do thank you. All right, I do thank you. And I do at the same time, loyalty, Shazil. I now baptize you and send you back where you came from.
Loser!
All right, Nebraska, 3-2 on the year. Fred Holberg, they started out beating McNeese State in a slaughter fest. All right, by 47. They lost to Nevada by 3. They came back. They beat North Dakota State. They beat South Dakota. They lost to Georgia Tech. And now they draw the short straw and have to face Creighton. All right, they have to face Creighton. Good old Creighton, on the other hand, the Blue Jays. All right, Greg McDermott and his program, 3-1 on the year. They beat up North Dakota State. They beat Nebraska Omaha. They beat Kennesaw State. They lost to Kansas by 1. If you guys don't know where whatever his face was from, he's from another service, and I'd be willing to bet he's probably that guy that we make fun of, holding a baby with only $50 wagers. We probably embarrassed him. All right? We probably embarrassed him, and he's probably got his feelers hurt. You know, he's probably got his feelers hurt, and just can't take it. They are who we thought they are. You know, I'll be able to make my own here shortly, and we'll have some good ones on there. It's fun anyways. It's fun. So Creighton coming off their loss to Kansas back last Tuesday on the 8th, just a couple days ago, where they lost by 1. Very close game. Very, very, very close game. When you start comparing these numbers, you know, Creighton comes in with the 7th best offense based on adjusted efficiencies in our system. Nebraska, 135. When you take a look at the defense, Creighton coming in with the 40th best defense in Division I based on adjusted efficiencies, and all that goes into that. Nate, somebody we don't even know who it was, came from another sports service. You know, I think I hurt his feelings by, you know, making fun of his $50 wagers. It's pretty apparent. Nebraska's defense, it's not that bad, but it's also not that good. We've got them ranked 100th in our system based on adjusted efficiencies. Let me go back to my breakdown page here. And where the game is going to be won here, not only on defense, but the offense of Creighton. Now, we're going to break down the game to see if it warrants laying 13 on Creighton against a Nebraska team that is 3-2 and coming off their 11-point loss to Georgia Tech. When you take a look at Nebraska, a very poor shooting team, hitting 47.6% from the field, 29.9% three-point shooting. They struggle from out deep. They hit 50% of all their two-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. They struggle from the free throw line, hitting just 67.7%. They do participate in the two-foul participation 37% of the time. They go to the bench for 30% of their minutes, but they play into that two-foul participation early in the first half a lot. When you start taking a look at Creighton and what they do exceptionally well, they hit 58.4% from the field. They hit 33% from out deep. They're converting 65.4% of all their two-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. That's a number 4 stat in the country. They're hitting 74.2% from the charity stripe. Free throw conversion is a major key when it comes to covering spreads. Creighton relies on the three ball for 32% of their total points, and they're knocking down 33%. Nebraska relies on it for 33% of their total points, and they're hitting just under 30%. Nebraska relies on that free throw for 22% of their total points, and they're hitting only 67%. Creighton's two-foul participation, really null and void, 10%. Glenn W., thank you for the comment, says, love the honesty on this show. Bets shown for substantial amounts. Most definitely, because we're real here. You know, we keep it real. We bet with real money. We're real individuals. Joe Free says this is the realest place to be. Welcome. Glenn's been here for off and on for a very, very, very long time. Glenn's an old timer when it comes to here. I appreciate the comment, Glenn. As far as this one goes, Fred Holberg and his team, in my opinion, they're going to be up against a tough Creighton Blue Jays team. Greg McDermott's team is rolling, with the exception of their loss to Kansas, which was their toughest competition to date. Now, when you take a look at what happened last year, back on December 7th, Creighton knocked the snot out of Nebraskans, sent them back to their dorm rooms. They beat them 95-76. They beat them by 19 in a game that wasn't even close. When you take a look at that game last year, I think we see along the same lines of what we saw this year. But just remember, that first 10 minutes of that game, that was played in Omaha, and Creighton was up 27-4 in the first 10 minutes of the game. They were up 48-22 at half. All right? The second half was a different ball game. The second half, Nebraska battled back a little bit because it was a much bigger blowout. They ended up out shooting them by 7, 54-47. So I do take that into a little consideration. I don't expect to see a 27-4 scoreboard after 10 minutes, but who knows? Maybe we'll see the exact same thing. As far as this one goes, I'm going to stay off of this one as of right now, but if I was going to do anything on it, I do lean towards Creighton laying the 13. They're definitely the better team. Laying 7.5 in the first half might be a more viable option. I do lean towards Creighton in the first half, laying the 7.5. One thing that I'm always cautious on in first half bets. Any good team can come out cold and flat in the first half. A good coach will be able to take them to the locker room, regroup, and then they can blow them out if that's what they were expected to do. Creighton's game against Kansas, they were down by 4 at the half. Their blowout win over Kennesaw State, where they won by 35 points. They were up by 28 at the half. Their game against Nebraska of Omaha, where they won by almost 30 points. They were up by 24 at the half. Their 11-point win over North Dakota State. They were up by 12 and a half. I don't know if you guys are seeing a common theme here. Creighton comes out firing in the first half. I would be not opposed to laying 7.5 for a first half bet. Would not be opposed to it at all. As far as the total goes on this one, I don't have an opinion on the total, but I will tell you our system says under. I lean towards the under. Our system has it at 149 points. What it spits out, game total at 153.5. I lean towards the under as well. For the full game. Joe, I think they come out flying first half. But I know the only thing about that you have to, emphasize caution on is Nebraska knows what happened last year. They were blown out in the first half. The game was over in the first 10 minutes. The game was over. I think I said it was 27-4 after the first 10 minutes of play. So they definitely know that. They definitely understand what happened last year. And you know as hell, they do not want to go down with a blaze of glory. Like they did last year, excuse me. Joe, you're welcome. Everybody, you're welcome. It's -8 now. Not surprising. Not surprising after breaking it down and putting the money on it. It was minus $1.18 when I broke it down anyways. I got it at 7.5 though. 8, you're probably fine. So we're gonna move on to some college football. Because we do got to get the show rolling. Unfortunately, we do got to get the show rolling. I'm supposed to be getting off live 10 minutes ago. So we're going to give some fast breakdowns when it comes to college football. They will not be shitty. They're going to be the fast type. All right? They're going to be the fast kind of breakdowns. Matter of fact, we might set the clock on this one, all right? We might set the clock on this one. We might need to. Now, we're going to start... We're going to start with the Nevada and San Jose State game. We're going to start with the early game first. I did give out a free play on this one. All right, folks, I did give out a free play on this game earlier. It's on our daily free play video. If you want to know what that is, feel free to go watch that video. I still stand by that free play. I still think it's a quality play. And I did bet it. Very welcome, Joe. When you start diving into this game, first of all, I'm popping up the live odds for football today, courtesy of our friends over at BetOnline. It's funny. The line has completely flip-flopped on this one. Thank you, Cleveland. I appreciate that, Cleveland Bailey. The line is completely flip-flopped on this one. When I put out the play last night, San Jose State was the favorite. They were laying 2. Nevada was catching 2 yesterday. When I put out the daily free play yesterday, I gave out Nevada plus the 2. I gave a full game day breakdown during the daily free play video. Normally I skip that and tell you to come watch the live show. But I decided, we're back on YouTube. I'll give a breakdown. Some people are pissed that it was a 15-minute video. Well, screw them anyways. But if you are just now getting to the Nevada game and you haven't already bet it, you missed the boat at plus 2. They are now laying 1.5. Yes, I said that correctly. Nevada is now the 1.5 point favorite. They're both on the road. Neutral site game at Sam Boyd Stadium in Vegas, home of the Running Rebels. That's like a second home so far for Nevada. They've already played there twice with 2 big wins. San Jose State had their tough win. They were up big 21-0 against Hawaii. Hawaii battled back. They held them off. They can't go back to California because it's shut down. They can't play in San Jose. They had to find a new home. They're staying in a hotel in Vegas, practicing in Vegas, playing at the Sam Boyd Stadium. They're now plus 1.5. Nevada was the plus money and the plus dog yesterday, plus 2 dog yesterday. Total on this one, over and under 59. San Jose State had a tough road to get to Vegas for their game. They are one of 9 undefeated teams left in college football. This game 383 and 384. The San Jose State Spartans are 5-0 on the year, 4-0-1 against the spread. 1-4 to the over. Their defense have kept games under. Nevada 6-1 straight up. 5-2 against the spread, 3-4 to the over. As I said in yesterday's daily free play video for today that I filmed yesterday, Carson Strong is going to be the deciding factor in this game, I believe. Now, if he goes out and he throws pick after pick after pick, or they fumble the ball, then my play is completely ass backwards and wrong. Carson Strong, which is the quarterback for Nevada, just so you guys know, he's got 21 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions. Their last game against Fresno State, he threw for 354 yards and 5 touchdowns. Defending the pass is one thing that San Jose State has a hole at. Their run defense is fantastic, holding teams to 3.2 yards per carry. Cleveland Bailey, it's not a pick'em game at BetOnline or anywhere in Vegas, if that's what you're talking about. If your book has a pick, then they're a little behind the slow curve there. We're going to start with defenses. San Jose State gives up 17 points a game, holding teams at 3.2 yards per carry, giving up just 125 yards a game on the ground. 222 in the air at 7.2 yards per passing attempt. They are plus 3 on turnovers. Now, Nevada on defense. They give up a few more points a game. They've also played more games as well, giving up 21.9 points a game. Holding teams to 3.4 yards per carry. Another standout run defense, holding teams to 121 yards a game rushing. Now, Jeff, Nevada's not from Vegas. They're from Reno. They're from Reno. They're from northern Nevada. They're actually playing at Sam Boyd Stadium, though. Neutral site game for them. But it's like a second home. Nevada's defense gives up 240 yards in the air, 6.4 yards per passing attempt, and they're -2 on turnovers. That's not from the air attack by Carson Strong. He's only got 4 picks on the entire year. We'll start with San Jose State's offense. San Jose State is a very good quality team. They're under-recruited. They're under their finances for recruiting and for their program are limited. for what they have, San Jose State, oh my Lord. I mean, round of applause to San Jose State University for, what they've been able to do on what limited resources they have. But today, they're going to be in a dogfight. San Jose State averaging 30.4 points per game with their high-flying offense, led by their running attack, all right? 4.6 yards per carry, 149 on the ground. They run their plays, offense, pass and run plays, pretty even. They average 32 apiece. They average 270 yards in the air, 8.4 yards per passing attempt. Nevada averaging just a smidge more, 3.3 yards, 3.3. I can't talk today. 31.3 points per game. Lance, thank you. I appreciate that. They average 31.3 points a game. They average 4.1 yards per carry. So their run game's no slouch either. Just like their run defense, their run game is no slouch either. They average just 108 yards a game on the ground. But they run the ball just enough to let the other team know, hey, if we want to jam it down your throat running the ball, we can. But their strength is Carson Strong and airing it out. They average 334 yards a game in the air on 40 passing attempts, 8.3 yards per passing attempt. And like I said, he's got 21 touchdowns and 4 picks on the year in a very short season. Now, again, like I was talking about with the defense, San Jose State's weak point is their secondary. The public was not on the Wolfpack yesterday. The public was not on the Wolfpack yesterday. The public was all over San Jose State yesterday. And them laying 1, then 1.5, then 2. And as one person said, getting it at 3. As far as this game goes, and again, the public is not all over Nevada. And whoever's telling you that is wrong. Believe it or not, there's bigger bets still coming in on San Jose State. 66% of every dollar coming in is on San Jose State. Just 34% on Nevada. But yet, you've got that reverse line movement. Remember, the books don't have to move the line based on where the money goes. They can move the line in any which direction that they want. They can move it up, they can move it down because the wind blew left or the wind blew right. They can move it down because somebody bet the other side big. Or they can move it in one direction, hoping to spark action on the other side, which can cause a buying frenzy on the opposite. So I don't know wherever you're getting your information, Joseph, but the public is not on the Wolfpack. That is an incorrect statement. Now, the public is all over the over, and the public is on Nevada's money line. But generally, when you find a 2-point dog, that's live, the money line percentages will be a lot higher, whereas the against the spread percentages will be a lot lower. Hold on 1 second, guys, okay? Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. FedEx knows to drop packages off at the door, yet they're leaving them at the door, knocking. You must be in a hurry with Christmas. Joseph, the line right now is San Jose laying 1.5. Or sorry, plus 1.5. Excuse me, plus 1.5. Jeff says, I really think this game can be up to the over. As far as this game goes, I already gave out a free play on it. I gave out a free play last night, Nevada plus the 2. Minus $1.10. Matthew Jazik says, I love all your plays. I go the opposite way and I make a ton of money. Yeah, hardly. Because if you're betting our free plays, you're definitely way down. That's for sure. That's for sure. That is for sure. 100%. 100% for sure. Hell, free plays just this week alone are 9-4. So you must be losing this week, huh? You must be losing this week, Matthew. Just a jerk off, or however you pronounce your last name. However you pronounce your last name.
Loser.
But anyways. J-Rock says, Matthew, that's a lie. I've been watching for a few months. I just play the free plays, you're up. Exactly. I think these teams are definitely evenly matched. Very evenly matched. That's for sure. That's funny. Michael loves our plays so much, yet we've never seen him around in these parts of towns before. Uh-huh. Some of you guys caught that. But anyways, I already gave out a free play on it. Nevada plus the 2. As far as the side goes, no opinion on the side. Right, Steven? If you missed the boat on the plus 2, well, you might have missed the boat, period. That's a fact. Matthew, right? The other Matthew. Anyways, next game day breakdown that we're going to do, because we're going to roll through these pretty quickly. Jeff, I'm on the side, not the total. Can you imagine that one? Can you imagine that one? Just remember, I did give out a free play on Baylor under in college basketball the other day. While I might enjoy betting overs better, I will still bet an under when it calls for it. But as far as the side goes, no opinion on the side. As far as the game, I'm on Nevada plus 2. Would I bet it at 1.5? Don't know. I already got it at 2. So, unfortunately, if you missed the boat on it, you missed the boat on it. Not to say it's 100% gonna win, because, you know, shit can happen. Rich, I started looking around too, going, they don't ever drop it at this door, they drop it at the main door. Like, why they came out here and put it out here is a whole nother story. Now, if I was going to bet it right now, I'd take the money line versus laying 1.5, but I got it at plus 2. And Wiseman got it at plus 2. Wiseman meaning people that actually watched Daily Free Play last night. Now, we will do the UTEP North Texas game next. We're going to roll through these games. UTEP, 3-4 on the year, 4-3 against the spread. Last 2 games have gone over the total. North Texas, 3-5 straight up, 3-5 against the spread. North Texas averaging 33.9 points a game to UTEP's 20.1. North Texas averaging 235 on the ground, 5.5 yards per carry. Boy, can they run the ball. 283 in the air, 8.4 yards per passing attempt. UTEP, on the other hand, averaging 20.1 points per game, averaging 3.3 yards per carry, 116 on the ground, 211 in the air, 6.9 yards per passing attempt. Joseph Browning says, I bet San Jose before your free pick at -3. Now they're catching points. I'm feeling sick. You know, you might still win, Joseph. You know, or you middle of the game. You know? But yeah, it's definitely Always sucks to get caught on the opposite side. Nobody wants to be on the opposite side. Of where the line moves, from overnight to game time. But the object of this game, you want to be successful, you got to beat the closing line consistently. Got to beat the closing line consistently. All right, so UTEP 4-11 against spread. Against strong rushing teams averaging more than 4.7 yards per carry. Home teams are 6-1 in the UTEP North Texas series, dating back the last 6 years. When you take a look at the defense, North Texas has been giving up them points, giving up 41.1 points per game on average, 236 on the ground, 5.5 yards per carry, 275 in the air, 8.2 yards per passing attempt. Now UTEP, they may not be scoring a lot. They're not giving up a lot for college football standards, especially in the conference that they play in. And as weak of a program they are, just giving up 29 points a game. Holding teams to 4.1 yards per carry, 134 on the ground, which is kind of surprising that their run defense has got such a low number there. Their passing defense, the secondary, giving up just 231 yards a game, 8.4 yards per passing attempt. Both teams extremely negative in the turnover department. -8 for North Texas, -4 for UTEP. Now, North Texas coming off their 2 losses, getting their big loss to Louisiana Tech, losing 42-31. Losing to Texas San Antonio 49-17, which is another team that, UTEP lost to with a very similar score, 52-21. I think this game is going to be a tighter game than a lot of books and a lot of individuals are leading it to believe. I don't think North Texas is going to come in here with their high-flying, passing game and big running play game averaging 5.5 yards per carry. And I think UTEP will be able to keep up with them if it became a shootout. If it doesn't become a shootout, I still think UTEP will be able to keep up with them. Now, UTEP doesn't have that explosive all the way down the field passing plays. They take their time. But I think they can definitely keep up and keep this within the numbers. So, as far as this one goes, I do lean towards UTEP plus the 10. I think there's value catching the 10 points. Minus $1.10. There's been a basketball one, and we'll flash the free play board here in just a minute. Next one we're going to talk about. As far as the total goes, no opinion on the total. So much weight on Nevada. What's the weight on Nevada? I mean, the winner's going to go to the conference game. That's a fact. Winner moves on to the Mountain West Conference championship game. As far as the next one between Arizona and Arizona State, in-state rivals going at it, both riding the suck bus on the year. Yet to win a game. 0-2 for State, 0-4 for Arizona. Arizona 1-3 against the spread. 1-1 for State. Arizona State, they gave my Trojans a run for the money in week 1. This team has been plagued by COVID. They lost to USC 28-27. USC was just getting their stride, knocking the rust off, using them as just a little stepping stone. They hung tough against UCLA. They were laying 3. They were the favorite against UCLA. UCLA beat them by a touchdown, 25-18. Now, Arizona, on the other hand, 0-4. They lost by 4 to USC in week 2. They lost 44-27 to Washington. They lost to UCLA 27-10. And they lost to Colorado 24-13. Now, Jalen says Arizona going to win. Which Arizona? State or Arizona University? Or University of Arizona, excuse me. As far as this one goes, it's very hard to tell just how good Arizona State is. They've only played 2 games. They've only had the luxury of playing 2 times. Now, with the line being Arizona State laying 11, total over and under 54.5. Boy, they've had, Herm Edwards' program has had a year to practice, basically. Through 2 games, they're averaging 22.5 points a game. So it's very hard to base this, an assumption off of 2 games. Stats are not accurate because it's only showing 2 games, not 4, 5, or 6 like we get with most teams. State's averaging 5.8 yards per carry after 2 games, 7 yards per passing attempt, and 205 in the air after 2 games. Arizona, after 4 games, are averaging 4.4 yards per carry, 161 on the ground, 213 in the air at 6 yards per carry. Absolutely, a lot of the players transferred from Arizona and left that program. When it comes to the defensive side of things, both defenses give up points, 32.2 points per game for Arizona, 26.5 for State. State giving up 4.4 yards per carry, 173 on the ground after 2 games, 7.3 yards per passing attempt, 286 in the air. Getting beat by that USC Trojans passing game and the UCLA Bruins passing game. They're -1 on turnovers. Arizona giving up 32.2 points per game after 4 games, 6.1 yards per running attempt. That coincides with Arizona State. Arizona can't stop the run. State loves to run the ball, averaging 5.8 yards per carry. Arizona giving up 273 yards a game on the ground, 196 in the air. Both negative on turnovers, but again, State's numbers are not a good projection of what to expect after just 2 games. Now, State is 8-2 to the over on the road against opportunistic offenses, averaging more than 16.7 yards per point. I like Arizona State. They're generally tough competition in the Pac-12. They have not played a game since December 5th. Before that, their game was November 7th. They have all the time in the world to prepare for the game against Arizona. Arizona State should be rested. They're not tired and they're not tested, that's for sure. Might have a little game rust in the beginning. But I think Arizona State puts up points. Now, Arizona gave up 24 to Colorado, 27 to UCLA, 44 to Washington, 34 to USC. I don't think this is going to be a close one. I don't think it's going to be a neck-and-neck, back-and-forth style game. I think Arizona State, perhaps J-Rock exactly, it's the other way around in basketball. Arizona all the way. U of A all the way. As far as this one goes, I like Arizona State, that is. I like Arizona State. Now, I lean towards their team total over as of right now. But I like Arizona State. I'm not a fan of laying the 11, but I will because I think they cover it. Now, the reason why I'm not a fan of it is because an in-state rival game, they've got that factor. Now, where's my Nkilahari autographed helmet? I think it's in. I think I have it in the other room on the shelf with the other memorabilia. But I do got a little ASU memorabilia. I got an Nkilahari ASU autographed helmet. But Sun Devils all the way, laying the 11. Now, Gonna get that one on the board for everybody because that is a free play. Giving you guys a little extra today. So haters, you can piss off. Now premium plays will be out. The big college, big game promotion play will be out here in a little bit as well, okay? So my personal plays will be out in a little bit as well. And we're about to have some fun tonight. And again, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Do us a favor, give us a big thumbs up in the video as well. Some wild background music. Gotta have some fun. We gotta have some fun. And if you don't have these emojis, you're just not cool yet. But you can be cool very shortly. That I promise you. And there's more emojis coming. Might have to have the band hammer up there as well. Nah. That's just to get you guys excited, Block Kid. You heard that song, Strip Club Before COVID, exactly. See, I got your guys' attention. All right, guys, enjoy your day. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. To the haters, thank you as well for the views. I know Cappers Direct, the company that I work for, is very thankful that you stuck through the advertisement to give them the view. Nine and 4 on free plays this week. Be 12 and 4 when today is done. All right, folks, I am out of here. Enjoy your day. And remember, premium plays will be posted here very shortly. My personal plays will be going out after that. We do have the big college, big game promo. If you were on March Madness, you'll want to log in about an hour. There is one of those plays. All right, there is one of those plays today. They'll be emailing out about that as well. If you want to get on the college big game promotion, it's 6 weeks of college basketball. 6 weeks. On average, minimum of 1 to 2 games a day. Or 1 to 2 games a week, excuse me. They're all big games, along the lines of my game of the week. Along the lines of a guaranteed Saturday style play. Yeah, Nathan, we got into too many breakdowns in college hoops. It's $500 for that one. It lasts 6 weeks. 1 to 2 big games a week at a minimum. There will be more sometimes, but that'll be the minimum. And it'll be fun. There is one later on today. All right, guys, I am out of here. Enjoy. Thank you for being observant, Nathan. You were the winner of an Ninja Air Fryer emoji. All right, folks, I'm out. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you guys all live tomorrow morning. Remember, tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time. All right, 9 a.m. Eastern, an hour earlier tomorrow. Good luck, everybody. Game of the week, 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, 7 p.m. Eastern time is when you need to be signed up for my game of the week or that big game promo. And remember, that college basketball free play goes down earlier. Good luck, everybody. Long show today. Way too flippin' long.